I've had a lot of meters over the years, different kinds of testers, and I wanted to share some of the ones I think are good to use on RVs. This is the one I use at home now. It's a Fluke 78. I used it for quite a while. It doesn't have everything that the meter I use now has, but you can still do inline amps and temps and ohms and your volts, of course, and hertz. So that was an okay meter for a while, but now I'm using a Fluke 115 and I really like this meter a lot. So you can do your volts, millivolts, ohms, your tone, diode tester, and then a capacitor tester, which is really important to have. And then of course you can do your inline amps with this also. And I use that a lot to check solar panels. You want to make sure solar panels have a good amp output. And this was a amp meter I was using, but the jaws were a little bit small. So I went to this one, and I think this is a good starter meter. If you're new at RVs, this is going to have everything on it. I don't think it's as accurate as my 115, but this one has a jaws to clamp on to do your amps. So, and you can see it has everything else there. You can check capacitors with this. It even has a proximity tester on it, and you can see here the jaws are much bigger. So that's been a okay meter so far. I also like to have a 12 volt outlet meter. Those come in handy, and then USB meter. A lot of USBs now and everything. This one also has an inline amp meter in it, so if you want to see what something's drawing, you can. Then real important to have a outlet and GFCI tester. I've had a lot of different ones over the years of these, and I like this one best. Now this meter here, a friend of mine and mentor got it to check for false grounds. What I like about this meter is that it plugs into an outlet inside the coach. It does a lot more than what I use it for, but I primarily use it to test the amp draw to see if something's working. So like here you're going to see I've got the water heater on and it's showing 10 amps. So the water heater is probably drawing a little bit more, but this is just telling me that that circuit is actually working. So if you turn on the water heater, if you turn on the refrigerator on 120 volt, you'll see an amp change, and that's all I want to see. Even with like the air conditioner, you just want to see an amp change. So you're not really going to diag with it, but you can tell if something's working. It's really good for like PDIs. You can check the refrigerator or the water heater to make sure they're coming on. So those are some of the meters I'm using right now, and thanks for watching.